Hey guys, Rob here, filming in a corner of the room I don't normally film in because I don't think the lighting is very good. Although with my studio light it actually doesn't look too bad. But I got my games over here. I got my Nintendo games, my Atari games, my Dreamcast games. I got my Sega Genesis games here. These are just the ones I don't have the case for. The other ones are over here. I got my flask that a friend bought me, but I never use because I don't drink, so it just kind of sits there. And I got this big mysterious box from Nintendo a while ago. I don't remember what's inside of it. Maybe we'll open that at the end of the video. Just leave that there. Okay, so here's why I wanted to do this video. Guys, I have 1,000 YouTube subscribers. Now, I realize that by YouTube standards that really doesn't mean a whole lot. However, it does kind of mean a lot to me because I know a lot of you guys are new to me, but I've been doing videos online since like 2009. I got my start on Blip, and then eventually I moved to Dailymotion, and finally I decided to make the plunge to YouTube. And in that time I've been very, very under the radar. I had you know, my show, The Cartoon Clip Show, where I review cartoons. And the reason why I never came to YouTube was because Blip, at least back then, when you can join Blip, it was a better format. I think there was no length limit of a video. There was no worry about copyright stuff, and I think it was a little more user friendly. But that's beside the point. But yeah, I've never had this many people watch me before. You know, I don't even really, like, I've had a small audience, but I don't think I've ever had 1,000 people watch me. So this is all kind of new to me. I feel like I should do something with you guys, but I'm not really sure what. I was thinking maybe a Q&A video or something. That seems to be the best thing to do. I don't know how active the 1,000 people the 1,000 plus by this point have subscribed to me are. I've always wanted to do more fan interactions. As you can see, this is all very new to me. So you know what? I'm just gonna throw that out there. If you want me to do a Q&A video, go ahead and leave questions for me, and if it maybe if I get enough questions, I'll do it in the next video. If not, I'll just move on to something else. And if this does pick up, maybe every 1,000 subscribers we can do one. I think that sounds like a cool thing to do. So depending on how active you guys are, I don't know where you all came from, man. I've had this channel for less than a year, and then just in the past couple of months, like, the floodgates opened and I just got bombarded with subscribers. So it's kind of cool. I don't know where you guys came from, but welcome, I guess. But yeah, if you want me to do a Q&A video, I'll do that next week. Just leave your questions below or follow me on Twitter. I have a Twitter, by the way, in case any of you guys didn't know. I usually just leave it in the description. As far as the questions go, nothing too personal. I like to be as transparent as possible, but nothing like really personal. I will leave that. I'll pick questions on my own discretion. Also, nothing like political or religious related, because there's enough channels on YouTube that deal with that kind of thing. That's not what we do here. So, yeah, so other than that, just ask away. Alright, well, since I got you guys, let me talk about a couple things coming up here. We're in kind of a dry spell as far as premieres go, at least for TV, at least for cartoons. Usually summertime is kind of slow. I know there's going to be like new seasons picking up, and you know, the show's continuing. There's Gravity Falls is going to be starting again. I'm going to get to that in a second. So I think only really the next thing coming up is probably Inside Out, and I'll probably get to see that opening weekend, hopefully, and I'll do a Rob Watches on that. In the meantime, I want to do some more animatorials. I just haven't had time to sit down and write bullet points for them. I want them to be a little bit more than just, hey, look at what's coming out. It's the Flintstones meet the WWE, and then whatever. Although there are a couple of news stories I do want to talk about, so I want them to have a little bit more longevity, because I have a lot of rants that I want to go through, and I want to do that. Also, I want to do maybe like an episode recap video series. I know a lot of people do that, and I've been toying with the idea of doing one for. It's been hard picking which show to do it with. I might do it for Gravity Falls. See, now it's like my favorite show on TV right now. So I might do like an episode recap, or season 2 so far recap of you know, the episodes that have come out so far, because I know the new episodes are coming out soon, and I kind of want to do that. One other thing I want to talk about is, as I said before, I do a review show called the Cartoon Clip Show, where I look at, you know, old, weird, obscure cartoons that I have in my archive, and I had it on Blip for a while, and then Blip let me go because they suck. Apparently, things for Blip right now are really bad, because I hear they're not paying even their big name content creators. So whatever, let them sink. I don't care. But I have them hosted on Daily Motion, and well, here's what happened. The reason why I don't bring them to YouTube is for obvious reasons. I don't want to get struck with copyright flags and, you know, all that nasty stuff. Daily Motion and Blip never really did that. Although when I moved to Daily Motion, I do notice that they're a little quirky about a couple things. For example, they're very easy to have your video put under like a mature rating for some reason. Usually has something to do with the title. Like if there's a word in the title they don't like, they will automatically assume that it's porn, I guess, and then they'll put it under adult content. So I had to constantly be talking to them. He's like, hey, I don't do adult content. I review and riff on cartoons. There's nothing mature about this show. It's very immature, actually. So I'm constantly having to get them unflagged. The thing that has me concerned most about Daily Motion is that they will take down your video without letting you know, and without letting you defend yourself against it. This past April, when I did an April Fool's joke, I had my video content claimed by someone who actually didn't own the video, and they took it down. And I was fighting with them over email about this, and they wouldn't do anything about it. So I said, you know what? The right person didn't claim the video, so I'm just going to go ahead and re-upload it. So I did, and as far as I know, it's still up there. But recently, I discovered that one of my earlier reviews, it was a review of Tales from Earthsea, the worst Studio Ghibli movie that came out. That one got claimed by Studio Ghibli, and it got taken down off of Daily Motion. And if I try to upload it again, they're probably just going to take it down again. So I've actually been entertaining the idea of putting Cartoon Clip Show on YouTube finally. I'm a little, again, I'm very concerned about getting copyright strikes. I know that there's like ways around it, because I see people upload reviews and all kinds of things. Like I know even Frederator does their 107 facts about different things, and they use copyrighted footage all the time, but they apparently don't get in trouble for it. I've seen Nostalgia Critic do it. A lot of other reviewers just throw their stuff up there, and then at the same time I see other YouTubers get in trouble. Like I know Angry Joe gets in trouble with it all the time. And he's a high subscriber channel. Like I don't understand why he's always getting in trouble. I thought maybe higher subscribers have more priority, or there's some kind of whitelist you can be on. I don't know. I don't know how YouTube works. That's the big thing. I'm hearing way too much conflicted information about this, so I really don't know what to do about it. I do want to bring Cartoon Clip Show to YouTube, instead of just doing that, you know, that video where it's like, hey, click here and go to my website. Now, what I was gonna try and do is the next review I was gonna work on was the Ewoks cartoon. If you saw my Clone Wars review, and I might try to put that on YouTube just as a test to see how it works. I might have to retool a few things, like maybe one of the biggest issues I think is music, because I know music is like a big no-no on YouTube, and I do use other music for like intro and outro and occasional gags and things. I hear that you can use like up to 20 seconds of it, but then I still hear people get their stuff flagged or whatever. Again, conflicting information. I really don't know. YouTube needs to iron all this out, is what I'm trying to say, is because I should be allowed. I have a paid-for archive of DVDs that I bought with my money, and then I use those for reviews, and yet I'll get in trouble if I take the footage and I do a review video for it. Now, I think that's completely ludicrous, but I'll do my best to try and retool the videos as much as I possibly can. Re-uploading the backlog is going to be tough because, for one, I would need to re-edit the intros and outros and everything. And in some cases, I may have to omit a couple of videos from YouTube because, for example, I did a video on this special called Saturday Morning Cartoons Greatest Hits. It was a special Cartoon Network aired in the 90s about, it was like, you know, famous musicians doing covers of Saturday morning cartoon themes. I love it. It's actually one of my favorite things ever. Unfortunately, I used a lot of the music from that in the review, so yeah, I may not be able to put that one up. I actually did try and put a cartoon clip show on an old YouTube channel a while ago. It was my animated intros video when I talked about just, you know, some of my favorite and worst animated intros. And when I did that, it immediately got flagged for it was some like weird username flagged it for some reason, but I don't remember exactly what happened, but it did get flagged. That's the point. So yeah, I want to put the backlog on YouTube, but like I said, I may have to omit a couple of videos. I may even omit a couple of videos that I'm not too proud of, like some of my like really early stuff, but I don't know yet. I kind of want to get this whole copyright thing ironed out first. If anybody has like any advice for me, you know, please leave a comment and let me know. If anyone from Frederator can help me out, because I know I am part of the Frederator network, maybe they can offer me some protection. I should bring that up with them on their Google Plus or something. But if anybody from Frederator is watching this, please let me know what I could possibly do about that. I don't like this whole copyright thing. I could fight it, but I feel like I shouldn't have to, because this is kind of my right to do it. And like I said, I'm as legit as it comes. You know, I have physical copies of almost everything I've ever reviewed, and I have physical copies of things I'm going to review soon. So, you know, I should be allowed to do this. This is it's my money. I spent my money on it, so why shouldn't I be allowed to do it? This whole thing also made me want to, before I even did Cartoon Clip Show, I actually wanted to do a Let's Play channel or a gameplay channel or something, and besides technical issues, the other thing holding me back was the copyright thing, because now video games aren't even safe anymore. I know Nintendo is doing it, and that's the majority of my games are Nintendo, and I would love to do that, but I'm afraid of getting in trouble with them. I know Konami does it too. I know all kinds of, again, Angry Joe gets in trouble with that all the time. Also, I have technical issues. I actually have, I bought this thing years ago. It's a great little device, but unfortunately I can't get it to work, and I'm holding it upside down. Let me fix that. Yeah, I have this, it can record on almost anything, and I also have a Dazzle, which converts AV cables to, that's the red, yellow, and white cables to USB, so I can record off the older systems. But this thing right here, it's a great system. I spent a lot of money on it, but unfortunately I can't get the footage off of it for some reason. There's supposed to be, you're supposed to put a flash drive right there, and there's a hard drive in here that I actually bought, so I spent like $200 on this thing. I'd like to use it at some point, but for some reason I can't get footage off of it. So again, technical issues are holding me up. But if anybody knows about this, also leave a comment. Maybe tell me what flash drive is best for this. I even went on their website and I bought the recommended flash drive for it, and it didn't work. So I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. Again, the gameplay channel is kind of a side thought, but right now I'm more concerned about the Cartoon Clip Show because I kind of want to get off Dailymotion. I just don't like the idea that my videos can just be taken down for well, not for no reason, but without me knowing about it. They didn't even send an email. So yeah, I've been rambling on for long enough. If anybody has any advice and if anybody has any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I almost knocked over my PlayStation. So, all right. So before we go, let's take a look at what's in the mystery box. Again, I don't remember what's in here. I think this was some toy that Nintendo sent me, but let's take a look here. Huh, that's where I left that.